Wela Ndawe Wela Makosi Mulmele Khanyang. Greetings all. It is Tuesday. Okay. All right. So who is there? All right. Why am I not seeing the charts? Oh, okay. Okay. Mulumele Ronetti, Musalumulu, Mulumele. I had a dream on Sunday that I was having a snake in my tummy, so it wanted to come out. And an old woman with a humble and sweet voice told me that, okay, let me just try and see if I can read this. Okay, an old woman with a humble and sweet voice told me that the same way it went in, she said the same way it went in, it is the same way it must come out. But however, just got in the toilet, it will come out, okay? Okay, I went in the toilet and it came. Then my last born started playing with it. I started shaking his hand until it fell down, and another appeared in his hand, and I did them. Snakes started appearing in his hand. Whenever I make them fall down almost 5 times, but they were all smaller than the one that came out from me. Then the last one was the smallest one. He just put it in his mouth, eating it. When I wanted to take it out, my alarm woke me. That is an interesting dream. That is an interesting dream. Roneti, Togoza Kolani, Togoza Muri. Wow, starting with a big dream like that, Roneti. So that happened. You had snakes come out of you, and your child had this. Am I looking at the camera properly?
I think you've got the camera on the wrong way.
How is it?
I've got you sideways at the moment.
Oh, okay. Guys, I'm gonna just turn this to make it the way that I'm used to, because the other bit is just. I tried it, but guys, I'm not used to that bit. So this is what I'm used to. Okay. So that's better. Is that all right now?
I'm not sure.
Okay. I'm trying to work with Habi to tell me if I'm looking at the camera.
Yeah, that's
because guys, when I do it.
Up now.
Okay, good. This is my preference because I'm used to this. The other bit, I just get confused and the whole thing, I can't even think straight. Okay, Elizabeth, this time around I did not run away. Okay, that is interesting. And let me read again now with understanding. All right. Okay. All right. So this phone is create a channel to join chat. Okay. All right. Let me just do that so that I can. How do I do this? Oh, I don't want to do that. All right. So what do they mean by this? All right. I'll just use it as I'm using it, guys. All right. Let me start. I had a dream on Sunday that I was having a snake in my tummy. Guys, I do this. This is how I understand things. If I repeat things, don't be surprised. I try to do that so that I get it inside. I try to process. Remember, this is not dream interpretation. It is not dream interpretation, because if it was dream interpretation, guys, I'll be going personal with you. So this is just me trying to work out so I can help you look at a different way of looking at your dreams. Okay? Using what I know, because dream interpretation, it needs especially dreams like these ones, you need to actually talk to someone properly, ask proper questions. not questions that I'll ask on camera, because this is going to be all over the place. Okay, I had a dream on Sunday that I was having a having a snake in my tummy. All right, snake in the tummy. So it wanted to come out. I wonder if it is related to the. Okay, let me not make assumptions. Okay, an old woman with a humble and sweet voice told me that the same way it went in. All right. She said the same way it went in is the same way it came out. But however, just got in the toilet, it will come out. Okay? But however, just got in the toilet and it came out. I went in the toilet and it came. Then my last born took it, started playing with it. Okay. So you went into the toilet and it came out while you were in the toilet. And how did your last born start playing with it? How did that beat from you being in the toilet and your last born playing with the snake? How did that happen? Because if you're in the toilet and the snake come out, how did that beat where your last born start playing with the same snake that came out from the toilet? How did that beat happen? Okay. I went in the, okay, came out, the last one started playing with it, okay. I started shaking his hand, okay, until he forgot. Another appeared in his, okay, hand, and all right. Okay. And okay, I did, and snakes started appearing in his hand when everyone, I make them fell down almost 5 times. But they were all smaller than the one that came out from me. And the last one was the smallest one, just came, put it in, hid in the mouth, eating it. When I wanted to take it out, my alarm went. So, who is this grandmother, Roneti? Who is this grandmother who was telling you that the snake, the way it went in, it should come out? Okay. So, who was this grandmother who was telling you about the snake coming in, the way it went in, it will come out the same way? And when she was saying that, what was happening, the conversation with you before this, the way the snake went in, it will come out. Because I want to try and understand whether they are taking you to something different, where we talk about the other bit, you know, because sometimes, remember, sometimes our people, they will use to try to make you understand about the chakras using the snake bit. But this time, we're not making that kind of assumption. What was the conversation before this grandmother, and who is she who was telling you that the snake, the way it went in, it will come out the same way? And what was this conversation about? Because now we're talking about snakes. I cannot say it means that, because with snake, there's so many different meanings with this. Already I'm thinking about something totally different. So what was the conversation with you and your grandmother before she mentioned the snake, the way it went in and coming out? And because obviously something like that, it will alarm someone. What were you thinking in that dream? Because now we will actually even understand everything, the process, the way you were thinking about things when you're talking to this grandma. We will understand whether this was something related to what is happening to you, situational, or this is something related to something that has happened before, or your people are trying to tell you about something deeper, something with deeper meaning. So what happened then before you had this conversation? And who is this girl? Okay, the grandmother, I mean. We'll get back to you, Ronati, because this could be a big dream, but at the moment I'm not thinking about the big dream. I'm thinking about the other bit. I'm going towards the chakras, but I don't think this is what this is taking me. Okay. Okay. It won't even be that. Okay. Kolani. Okay, I've greeted you guys. All right. Hanya Maureen. Maureen, I had a dream. A woman was waiting for me. Roniti, I'll wait for you to give me more information, because this dream, I can't work it out like that. Okay. I had a dream. A woman was waiting for me at the mountain holding a Bible. Okay, she sat down and read it while I knelt and prayed. Once we were done, she walked away, waving a Bible. And what happened? What were you thinking about? What were you thinking there? Because I think Mori, your gift might be related to that bit. So what was happening with you when this woman was doing that? Because this sounds like a teaching dream, because if that's what you're going to be using to help people, there might be something that was happening you were thinking about while you were there with that woman, that this woman is taking you there for a particular reason. Because you don't go to the mountain where someone prays for you if it's not related to something. You want a prayer for a particular reason. So to understand if this is related to teaching, where they're showing you that when someone's got this kind of problem like that, we take them to the mountain and we pray to them like this. But this time we're using what? We're using the Bible. Roneti, okay. It wanted to come out from the stomach. Okay. I don't know what that old lady, she was looking down. I couldn't see her face. Okay. And there was no thinking in your part when these things was happening. Because if someone was telling me that there's a snake in my stomach, if I was thinking as in me, I'll be worried, the snake in my stomach. I'll be worried about it. What can it be? What were you thinking when the woman was telling you about that? I mean, I'm talking about your feelings. What were you thinking? I don't want to see your worries, your fears and stuff like that. But what were you thinking and feeling at that particular time? Remember, dreams like this, sometimes our people will make us feel the things that they want us to feel. They make us think the things they want us to think about while they are telling us the message using that symbolic thing like snake. So were you thinking, were you feeling any particular way while this woman was telling you about these things? Because as a normal human being, if we are outside, it's not a dream. Someone is telling you about something like that, you'll be thinking, oh my gosh, I thought this, why? This sound dangerous, or this sound, you'll be thinking like that in the dream, because there your people are trying to work with you to make you think as things are happening around you. They're leading you through thoughts in the dream. Okay, I'll get Roneti there because this is a big one, Roneti now. Maureen Goba, since last week, my wrists and ankles. What happened now? Oh. Okay. Anyway, I don't think I need light. All right. Maureen Kekan, okay. Goba, since last week, my wrists and ankles are on pain. And get buried the wristband. I don't understand. I'm in pain. Are you wearing them the way that they showed you that you should wear them? Are you wearing them the same way that you should wear them? Or are you wearing them the way that you think you should wear them like everyone else? And are you wearing the same things that they showed you in the dream? Because remember, when we are uncomfortable with things, we need to make sure that it's either not tight. If it's not tight, then we have to think, let's see if it's not on, will I still have that kind of pain, right? If you don't have it, then you know your people think you cannot wear it. So if then you wear it, you know that you move it from one arm to the other side, you see everything is okay, there's no more pain, then you know your people are okay with it. If it is there, if we're talking about ancestors. Okay. So, and sometimes it could be that if you're wearing this, if you're using this, these ones that I'm using, this, what they call it, this elastic ones, sometimes they can be painful if they're too tight, right? So you need to try and work around to see, first you make sure it's comfortable. If it's comfortable, then you see what it is. Maybe you're not supposed to wear it, right? You're taking one, it's comfortable, okay, that is not a problem. Okay, I'm wearing it the wrong hand, oh, maybe that is the problem, you understand? My way this side is okay. Guys, remember, sometimes I think even someone mentioned this before. I never mentioned it, but when the person mentioned it about even this ring, sometimes you see me, I don't wear this because sometimes there are days where I really cannot wear things like this. You understand? My spirits cannot take things like that. So sometimes we are like that as people. So you need to work out what is best for you, right? Don't force yourself to do things you don't need to do. We are being directed by our ancestors, spirits, and guides. Remember that. Okay, Bonnie. Okay. Gogo this morning. Okay, let's see what Rolity said. I was just afraid that if it came out of the stomach, it will scare me. So I was pressing my tummy so that it won't come out. And they've never said what it meant. The woman just said it needs to come out the same way it came in. I wonder if Ronity, this is a different way that the same way that it came in. Ronity, I'll consult with my people with this one, because now I'm thinking about something else. Okay, I don't want to be making assumptions with this. I'll see if my people will help me with this one. Just give me a minute. Okay, I also had a vision. Okay, that's Bonnie. Okay. Gogo, this morning I had a vision of my father, deceased, walking past me without greeting me on the street. After a while, he called me saying he's at the stadium with Casper Nyong'vest. Okay, Nyong'vest, okay. And Tito Mboweni, okay, he's with these celebrities, all right. Okay, I also had a vision where so when your father walked past you, what was happening to you? What were you thinking? Because if it is your father and he walked past you, and the only time that he can talk to you is when he's at the stadium with these famous people. What has been happening? Have your father come before and he was not received properly by you, Bonnie? What is happening? And if now, like, the only way that he can get your attention is for you to come in a stadium full of people, where to entice you he has to use famous people. Probably you. Okay, I do not want to make assumptions here. I don't want to make assumptions here. The first one, Bonnie, what were you thinking? Your father passing you without greeting you? After that, he calls you to come in a stadium full of people. Not only is he calling you, but he wants you to come because they are what? Two famous people. What's happening with you, Bonnie? Why is your father using that kind of? Why is your father using that to attract you? Do you understand what I mean when I'm saying is using something like that? Like, just imagine if in real life, someone's just doesn't greet you and stuff like that, and they call you and they said, "Come, I'm with these people, these famous people that you know. I'm with them. Come now," and they didn't greet you. And the only way that they can get your attention, they know you'll come, and you'll come running, is by saying, "I'm with these people." What is happening with you, Bonnie? What's happening with you? I also had a vision where a Sangoma I know was reading bones in my room. Okay. Okay. All right. It was strange. I was also confused as to why he passed me. I have no idea why he's using that, because I don't go out at all. I've never been on any celebrity events. It's not about being in celebrity events. It's something you'll understand. You understand? You'll understand that bit. But what is happening in your journey? Obviously, there's a healer with bones. What were you doing with that healer? What were you saying to the healer? I want to understand where you are spiritually to be able to answer this question, especially the healer bit. Someone in your room reading bones. I was reading bones in my, where Sangomano was reading bones in my room. Why were they reading bones? Because guys, remember, if you are on this journey, right? Remember, I'm not interpreting your dreams, therefore I do not know much about you apart from what you're sharing with me here. If someone was talking to me about things like this and they are on their journey, the first thing I will say is that, well, things like that, like they are teaching dreams anyway. If you see yourself, they are using a visual gobela, visual gobela to show you how bones are being passed, they do the divination bones, right? Obviously, they are in your room now. It's like something you'll do in your room, in your space to show you how it is done. They have to come to you to show you how you do it. You understand? It's like a healer coming to you to do this. You understand? But obviously, there must have been communication between you and this healer for you to understand whether it was they were teaching you about divination bones. When they're throwing them on the floor, this is how we do it. Right? You'll know. But your father trying to get you like that. He was sitting on my bed, and then Abalozi woke up and started throwing bones. Okay, who was sitting in your bed? He was sitting on my bed, then Abalozi woke up and started throwing bones. I only wear a copper bangle, but I haven't started my journey as I know I have history. Well, it looks like you have bones as well. You have your people with bones. But your father, has he appeared before in your dream before? And if he did you talk to him? Did you talk to him when he appeared in your dream before? Because guys, when our people start trying to get our attention using things like this, the moment you see them using this kind of celebrities kind of things, obviously they know how you are as their child, right? There are some things that they will attract you, right? So they have to use your language. The way that they'll get your attention, you'll come running, is by using incentives, things that they know you like. You'll go running. You understand? They have to use that in the dream state. So to get your attention, someone pass you without talking to you, your father, you don't say anything. They call you and they say, come to do this, come and I'm with this person and this person. And in the dream, obviously, you'll be like, but my father, on the phone when he's calling, but my father, you just passed me, you didn't greet me. But if you did it, you go running there. They're just showing you how you are like. But guys, this kind of dreams, they're personal. Sometimes when I'm talking to you like this, I want to go deeper and I have to hold myself, right? I have to hold myself with things like this. Sometimes when our people are trying to talk to us, sometimes we do not pay attention to them properly as we're supposed to. For them to get our attention, they will have to use tricks. By tricks, I mean they have to set the scenario around things you'll understand, your interest. So they will show you that this is actually, even it's got behaviors as well in it. Your behavior as well in this will tell, but since you're not explaining yourself properly, I'm just adding up things that you'll think about as I'm talking. That they will start using this kind of things as well to show you as well where you still have the kind of weakness that they think it needs to be properly looked at and be corrected. Because as a normal, guys, this day is about healing and talking freely with each other, right? Because this one is healing, is involved. You're gonna be going to too much healing there, Baboni. Anyway, sometimes in our lives we don't pay attention to important stuff, right? When you don't pay attention to important stuff, things that are important, things that a normal person going on the road, passing someone that they know, they will stop and wait there, even ask that person question, hey, wait a minute, I know you are my father. You cannot just talk to me. What is happening? What have I done for you not to behave as you're supposed to? Right? This is not related to when your ancestors are not yet ready to talk to you. This is about someone showing you that you let things go, even things that are not right around you. You let them go. In real life. In real life. But then, due to some kind of incentives, things that you wouldn't even question what has happened before, they bring this out. Like, come, now we're in the stadium full of people. I'm here with important people. You go running. But I don't know if that's where you went. I don't know if that's where you went. So, my father, okay, let's see what Bonnie say. Okay. So, who are sitting on your bed? So who was sitting on your bed? My father has appeared before. He showed me where he was after he passed on, and that is happy. But that was last year. Okay. So now he comes and he doesn't greet you. Remember, if in real life someone doesn't greet you, someone that you know doesn't greet you, it is not right, right? It is not right. Someone who knows you and doesn't greet you is not right, right? But this one, we know that your father is not upset with you because he calls you to come to the stadium. And in the stadium, it's full of people. So you wouldn't even get that one-to-one kind of attention that a child needs from the father, right? So there's a problem there. There's a problem. You need to talk to your people. You need to talk to your people there and talk to them properly and complain. You need to complain that what is happening with you at the moment, Bonnie? I know you said you've got Isithunywa, okay. What is happening to you at the moment? But if you have these people doing these bones, obviously, your people, there must be some people as well with the traditional healers. Remember, everyone's got Isithunywa, but now you've got the traditional things as well, because they are coming like that to you. But what is happening to you, as in general? What is happening to you in general? Because it's not right that a father will pass their child like that, and the only way that they will be with their child after a year is by being around other people where the child is not even going to be and they're using this Casper Nyongest. And who else? Let's see the kind of music as well you like. Who else they're using? And is there something that is symbolic related to your father and the kind of music that, well, obviously the place that he wants to meet you in at the stadium? Is there something that is related, that when you think about him and where he wants to meet you, is there something that comes to your mind why he will want to meet you at that particular spot? Is there something to it? Okay, on the bed was the sangoma. Okay. All right. You're saying I only wear a copper bangle, but I haven't started my journey, as I know I have his twin. When you said you haven't started your journey, Bonnie, I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna be holding on to one person because I'm not getting anything. I'm not getting any kind of thing from Bonnie. When you're saying you haven't started your journey, what do you mean you haven't started your journey? Guys, when we are being trained by our people. When is the right time to say the journey has started? Because the moment they start working on you, working with you, the moment they start making corrections with you, making you see things that need changing, they start correcting you and leading you towards the path that is your path, the healing bit. The moment they start working with you, your journey started. Your journey has started. But if you think it hasn't started, I don't know what you mean there, Baboni. I don't know. When do you want it to start? When do you want to think that you started? Anyway, let me not just dwell in that. God, I was supposed to activate Isithunywa, but I haven't found someone to help me. So now I completely stop praying and paddling because I'm confused. You don't need anyone to activate your Isithunywa, Boni. If your people keeps on showing you things and you talk to them back, they show you things, you talk to them back. They show you things, you talk to them back. Where you don't understand, you tell them, they correct you. They will open it themselves automatically because they can see you listening to them and you're talking back to them. But if you don't do that, then that is where you'll have a problem. You think things have they stayed still because you are not making any you feel like you're not making any progress. Like the same as this dream with the healer in your house, obviously, your Gobela ancestor, showing you that we do things like this, my child, we throw bones like this. And you don't go and talk to them and ask them, so what do you mean you throw bones like this? And who's this Gobela Gogo? You know, when I'm saying Gobela Gogo, because if they are with you, they're in your room and showing you they're doing this, unless if you are sick, they are showing you that you need to go to healer, but there it looks like this teaching dream. You understand? You ask them questions. So when you're showing me things like this, what do I need to do now? I've seen it like this, I understand it like that. So next, this is how we talk to ancestors. That is how you talk to them and they'll activate. Isithunywa, guys. Activation. It is when your ancestors are sending you, they're telling you that that person, your neighbor, is got something that is not right with her. You, from your gut, you wake up with that feeling that, my people were warning me about my neighbor. Remember, you do things the right way. You don't just dream about people and start running to people. You feel it in your gut when they're sending you to someone. You go and talk to your neighbor. I've dreamt about you and it didn't sound right. You know, I'm wondering if you're okay. But you don't just say, I've dreamt about you, because some people, they do not want to hear things like that. You just say, are you okay? You know, I kind of felt like something was not right with you. Because you getting a message, you need to pass it. If you don't pass the messages, you stay with it. What is the point of your people trying to warn you, give you some things, like warn that person about this? Tell someone to look at these things properly, because they might be going the wrong way. If you don't send messages, how are they going to properly open you up? Because opening you up, it means they're showing you something, you open your mouth. They're showing you something, you open your mouth. You do as you see. You understand? So that they keep on giving you more. They give you more. Because if they're not talking to you and it's just one of those things, you need to do those things, right? That's when they activate you. Now they open you properly. So now you start even feeling things. You understand? You're no longer actually waiting for dreams. Now you know you are on a ready kind of working mode. That's when they activated, the Isithunywa would have been activated. Because they have to start you small. They can't just activate it like that. They have to start you small. A little bit. Anyway, guys. Bonnie, your things, your things, I do not understand. I think there's more. Okay, I was supposed to go to the ward, but I didn't go because they told me they will take me for a few days, so I'm scared to go. Oh, I think you talked about this. Before. think you talked about this before. Bonnie, if you can get someone, if you can get a family member, an older family member, someone you trust, right? You tell them that your people want you to go to the water. Or if it's not a family member, it is someone that you trust in that way. You stop being an initiate. You're now operating as a healer. You're asking someone to take you to the water so that they can see that you're safe if you are scared, right? You're safe while you go in that water. As a healer, you. So before you go, you do the tricks. You talk to your people, you're going to go there. But when you get there, at least you're with someone because you're scared, right? You're with someone. When you go there, you ask permission. You're not going to go into a place where you're not going to be able to come out of the water, right? Guys, we need to start. How old are you, Bonnie? Because I don't want to give you this kind of advice when you're not the right age for this. I'm talking about, you're over the age of 20, right? Because some things you do not want to advise people like this, and these online guys, then I start being in trouble. Anyway, Bonnie, you get it. You get it. Your people will show you the way. Okay. Where was I? Okay. Oh, you're 25. Oh, you can do this. You can do this, Bonnie. You're 25, you can do this. You can do this. You just need someone with you, a family member, older. You tell your people this is the family member who's going to help you go to the water so you can go and activate your Isithunywa spirit if that's the one that needs you to be near the water. So you go with them. You do. You the night before you go, you tell your people how you're gonna go in the following day, right? So they can show you if they want you to do this particular way, to go in the water and do it this way. Like they will show you. You go in deep in once, deep in twice, deep in 3 times, or they show you that before you get in the water, do this first, or light this candle, or clap your hands like this. They're showing you a dream the night before you go to the water in the following day. You can do this. You're at the age where you can do it. You understand? You don't need to be running around going crazy about it. Anyway, where was I? Okay. I think I stayed there with Bonnie for too long. But guys, remember this is Tuesday. Tuesday we're trying to help each other, right? So don't be impatient, and because I'm not impatient either way. So we're trying to see how we can help each other with this spiritual journey, because it's not easy. All right, Maureen, what happened to Maureen? Okay. All right, Maureen. Okay, I'll read that afterwards. Okay, where was I? Maureen, I was thinking. Okay, Maureen is from where? Oh, the Bible. Okay. I was thinking that's where I need to go to connect with my ancestors. Also, in a journey to understand my gift. Yes, if that's how you're thinking, Maureen, you can do it. You should do it. Remember, it's not a regular thing. Going to the mountain is not a regular thing, right? Not if you're not near the mountain. It's not like you're supposed to go all the time. Sometimes when you're directed to go there, you go. But it's not like it should be. Guys, remember, we get a lot of different things, energies. There are so many different energies. Sometimes it's just the altitude. They just want you high up there, because from that altitude, your chakras will click properly. You balance properly there. That's why you see some of us, we go to the mountain. Sometimes we go to caves. Sometimes we go to waters. Because everywhere there's a different kind of thing you get from that. Remember that. Anyway, all right, okay, okay, Ronety, I was just afraid that if it came out of the, so that it won't come out. All right, that's the Ronety. Okay, Ronety, I said I'll talk to my people about this, because this one I'm thinking about too many other things. Greetings, Nyasha. Greetings, Solufelo. Yeah, I'm here. I just woke up to go to the bathroom, then back to bed. But then I checked YouTube and saw you online. Yes, yes, yes. Even though I'm still sleeping, watching with one eye closed. Wake up! Wanna check it, okay. Boni, okay. What bonus one? Okay. Diakanyo, Tobela, Diakanyo. This snake thing is, I'm curious. I also once dreamt of a woman telling me that my scaly legs is a serpent and it must come out. Oh, that's interesting. I need to ask my people this. That's all I woke up with. My thoughts in the dream was that I'm going to poop it. Oh my gosh. Guys, this is what I'm saying. When I was going to think about it as well, I'm thinking, but I'll ask my people. This one I'll ask my people. I'll ask my people. Just now, I'll ask my people. Because I'm thinking that some of you, because remember these different spirits, they come in different forms. So, but how will it come to you? It has to come out the same way it came in. That one. I need to ask my people. This one I need to ask my people, guys. I do not want to talk about something I do not know. I've never dealt with that kind of situation. And Yasha Gogo, I had a dream of me and somebody else going into meeting, a summit or supermarket. Yeah? I just remember we were surrounded by a lot of people. The people at the summit were very nasty, rude, harsh, and rude, okay? But when I went there the next time, the people were very nice and supportive. The issue was in my dreams, I didn't trust those people anymore. Okay. All right, I wouldn't trust them either as well. I'll ask myself, why this change? So these are like those kind of dreams they show you. I wouldn't trust anyone like that. If someone is rude to me the first time I'm meeting them, the second time they're being nice, what has changed? You know, obviously, as people, we're supposed to, the way we interact with people, even if we don't know them, we're seeing them for the first time, we'll try and be, what they call it, we'll try and be receptive, right? Whether you know the person or not. You can't just be rude and then the following day you acting nice and you expect the person as well to change like weather. From like holding themselves together because they don't know why someone is rude to them. The following day you're laughing at them. You want them to now start being, even this one, even me, I'll be worrying why. So then what happened after that, Nyasha? Because this one's is those kind of dreams where they are showing you about how you react to things around you, how you react with people around you and stuff like that. So what happened there? This is about behaviors, your thoughts, and the way you're thinking, the thinking patterns, and if some things need corrections and some things you need to look at, things like that. So what happened afterwards? Okay, where was I? Okay. Okay, didn't trust that anymore. Tobela, Mina. Always like I'm asking myself, is it Mina or Mina? Anyway, na ke bona small snake e le mo tlhogong yaka. Ke tlosa ka letsogo e kgaoga. Ka boa ka bona motho wa mosadi a tlosa e saletse mo tlhogong yaka. Re na eng thobela kuku. Okay, this one, guys, remember the kind of spirits we are carrying, right? The kind of spirits we are carrying sometimes when you go to someone, right? If you go to someone, like it will depend what they see. You know, if you think about the Egyptians, right? Sometimes you see someone with, not even Egyptians, Africans, you know, sometimes you see artifacts like this, right? You see someone with the snake on the head, or sometimes you see different kind of animals and stuff like that on the head, like here, right? Okay. When you go to a healer, guys, when you go to a healer, sometimes, depending on this kind of spirits you have, when they're looking at you, they'll see these kind of things on you. If you've got spirits like the ones that appear like crocodiles, the ones that appear like snakes, when someone is looking at you, like the way you're looking at me, like on a video like this, you be seeing me and you'll see the kind of spirits I'm carrying. You'll be seeing snakes on me, like they will appear, something popping from the head and stuff like that. The kind of spirits I'll be carrying. I hope you understand what I mean, guys, because that one that one, I hope you understand what I meant. You know, like some healers, when you go to them to consult, you don't know what's happening with you, you don't anything. They just look at you and they said, I see your grandfather, I see your grandmother, I see there's this crocodile on you, I see there's a snake on you, I see, what is this on your head? I see the monkey head on you. I'm talking about live things. Because what they're saying is that the kind of people, the spirits you're carrying are like those ones. Because it depends on what the spirit you're carrying wants to be shown, what they want to appear to that person who's seeing them. Guys, remember water spirits, right? Some water spirits are snakes, some they're crocodiles, right? Some they appear in different forms. So when you see all these snakes, you see all these things, you need to always remember, have that in the back of your mind, that some are water, they are water snakes, they are snakes that are from the water, meaning that it could be that your people are what? They are from that line. You understand? The water spirits appearing using what? The snake. Water spirits coming to you appearing using what? The crocodiles. So sometimes even you will see yourself have something. That's what I meant. Anyway, yeah, that one. Ndau, 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 all right, ndauwe. Okay, Roneti, ndauwe. Mugaringa. Ndauwe. Your people will come to you, right? Your people will come to you, they'll explain themselves to you properly. Your water spirits will appear to you properly. Okay, that is what that is okay. So I was answering this. This is where I got my people coming. I was talking about who was asking about the snakes things. Okay, minor about the snake things. Sometimes, yes, like these things will appear to you like that, like snakes, crocodiles. You see things like that on your head, right? Things like that. But they are not alarming kind of things. Water spirits, depending on how they appear to you. But reality, your people will come. Your water spirits will come. They will reveal themselves to you properly. Okay. Boni. Okay, I've done that. Mkulu, Tokozani, Mkulu, Nguendi. Okay, where was I? Okay, where was I? Cynthia. Did I miss someone? Okay. Ryan. Okay. Ryan. Okay. Ryan and Gogo. I dreamt I was climbing an airplane. My brother-in-law was flying. At the same time, I saw lots of water. People were drowning, and we were helping them to escape, helping them to save them. Okay. Tobela. I was wondering what that means. Tobela, Cynthia. Tobela. Okay. All right. So that is interesting, Cynthia. So people are drowning, but you're helping them escape. Helping them to say, okay, that is very good. You, okay. All right. So we're talking about in the water, right? Okay. All right. So what happened? Did you save them? Maureen Gogo, this morning I dreamt of me and my aunt in a room with two women. One woman I can physically see though. I don't know her. Okay. The other woman I can't see, but I can hear, speak. Okay. What's Maureen saying? Gogo, this morning dreamt of me and my aunt in a room with two women. Okay, understood. One woman I can physically see, though I don't know her. Okay. The other woman I can't see, but I can hear her speak. Okay. Aunt and the first woman were asking me, why do I have the same seaparo sa go tshwana le kukuaka? When I turned my head, I saw white and dress and yellow speaker. I told them I don't know because I could see how Mapostola works. And the woman I don't see said you have to get the green dress. Then I woke up. Maureen, they told you what they need you to do. Okay, they told you what they need you to do. You need to get the green dress. Okay, they will come and appear to you. So you can see one, you cannot see one, but you can hear. There's some what they call it. If I was going to that the clears and stuff like that, the clear audience, and the other one, the clear, what's the C one? Those ones. But anyway, they will come to you and they explain themselves properly. At least they told you what you need, right? So do you have a yellow and white thing, or they was just trying to tell you that yours is green? Okay. So, Sulufelo, I dreamt of waterfall more than 10 years ago. Always knew I must go. Saturday I went to, for the first time ever, I went with a colleague. It was spontaneous, okay? Didn't partner there though. Same night I dreamt of you. Okay, that sounds interesting. You told me about two birds, as we watched them in the sky. Ah. Then you told us other classmates about me, that I'm a child of the water serpent. Then in private you told me more. I was crying so hard because I could remember all the dreams in real life that supported what you were saying. The waterfall one, you told me I won't be chained in the water. I'll return when done. Oh, that's very good, Sulfelo. That's beautiful dreams. Beautiful. So your people were we're talking to you properly there, using me, Govela, the what they call visual Govela, to tell you the things. Oh, that's nice. I love hearing this. But what am I supposed to charge you guys for your people using me like this? Because yes, because it was important dreams, that it makes sense that you wake up crying, because those are deep dreams, isn't it? They are like those kind of, you feel emotional. It makes sense to feel. Cry away. But still, crying doesn't mean I don't have to charge you for people using my face. Someone was telling me that I was giggling in their dream. Hey, these people they are using me in different ways. Anyway, Tulufel, where was I? Okay, Nyasha, yes, Gogo, I thought somebody is betraying me. I had such a dream a lot of times. I was very angry and I pulled the human beings. I was with outside. Human what? I was with outside and just left the situation. After that, I just woke up. Okay. All right. Very angry. Okay. All right. Go. How can I be a good healer? You'll be your people. They'll train you. They'll train you, Yasha. They'll train you. You see these kind of dreams, they are training dreams. They are training us to be better healers. All these things, you're seeing them putting you among situations where they're showing you behaving strangely, they're showing you being angry, they're showing you being happy. It is training us. They're training you. They're training you that sometimes you deal with situations like this, but sometimes it's not good, sometimes it's good, but sometimes remember sometimes when they're training us like this, when it comes to behaviors, guys, because sometimes the way we think about things, they have to correct it. So we have to adapt, because as healers, we're going to be dealing with different people. You're not going to be the same way that the way I deal with situations, like the way I give advice to my family, it's going to be the same advice I give to people out there. I have to think properly now. Like, I cannot say something that if someone does it the way that I used to do it, my habit has to change, to adapt to. Now I know I'm working with people. I have to, even the messages I'm giving, I have to think, is this message I'm giving to someone, is this a building message? Is this a destroying message? Is this going to be received properly by this person? Is this message I'm saying to someone, well, if I'm saying to them they're being bewitched by their auntie or their uncle, is this going to build that family? Or is this going to actually make this family, I'm going to destroy another family? That's why we are being trained by our people. They will keep on correcting us. The way we used to think, when I'm talking to my cousins, is different now. Even when I'm talking to them, they're thinking, she's not talking like the way she used to. Because now I have to think. I can't just say something and say, they are bewitching you. No, you can't say things like that. So your people will be training you. They will be showing you, being around people, the way you're behaving around those people, the way you deal with situation. Sometimes they even show you, sometimes you get angry for no reason. So they will try to correct that, because remember now, your anger has to be sorted now, because remember, you're going to be dealing with different people now. For you to be a healer, a good healer, you're going to be dealing with different people. So situations now have to be looked at properly. My child, you no longer have to think about things like this. You need to give people a chance. Like that one, Nyasha, you were saying about, you went to people and the way they were nasty to you the first time, the second time they were happy. But as a healer now, what you'll be doing is that you will not be thinking personal. You won't be taking it personal. You'll be trying to understand the people now. Yesterday you were not nice to me, but I want to understand you properly. Why were you behaving like this yesterday? The way you were treating me was not normal, was it? There must be something that was going on, because today you're really nice, isn't it? Because you're trying to actually even make them feel good, isn't it? Because you're now talking like a healer. Today this bit of you. But yesterday, I just want to understand how are you feeling yesterday? Because the way, even for me, it didn't make sense, isn't it? Because you're taking your personal side of things. You're now thinking like a community person. Because the healer works with what? The community. Some people are gonna be nasty, you're gonna be upset with them, but you have to wear your healer hat and deal with them. Because you don't have a choice. Because you're a healer. What is the healer about? It's about healing that nasty bit of people so they become what they should be, so that as a community will be nice and be harmonious with each other. That's why you'll get there. Every correction you see in your dream, you should be happy about it. Your people are correcting you, they're directing towards becoming a good healer. That's how you look at it. Anyway, Lindiwe, Gogo Tobela Lindiwe. Yesterday I dreamt, what was I? Gogo, yesterday I dreamt about my late mom, and I was in a clothing shop buying new clothes for my mom. What does it mean? What kind of clothes were you buying? What kind of clothes were you buying for your mom? Your late mom, and you're buying your late mom clothes. What kind of clothes were they? Remember these kind of things. Think about it as in physical. If you were doing something, you're getting something for someone that you think they will love that and they will appreciate. It means something, right? In real life, you're buying something someone because you're happy now. You're showing the happiness by getting them something to give it to them. But then this one, there's more to it because she's no longer with us. Excuse me. So what kind of buying clothes for someone? Obviously, you do things like that when you're happy. You can only do things like that when you're happy. What kind of clothes were you buying? And what does that mean for your mom? Because for her to take you to that space to show you doing something like that, showing appreciation like that, there's more to it about you and your mom, because dreams like that could be that you were thinking about something, that, because remember, some dreams you're thinking about something in real time, right? So they take you to the dream space so that they can show you that bit, so you'll feel good that at least I've done that. Because sometimes there are things that we wanted to have done, we wanted to have said, we were unable to do. So sometimes when you're thinking about it, like before you go to bed, your people will take you to the dream space so you can look at yourself doing something so that you can be happy. You can feel that you managed to do the bit that was worrying you. Okay? Okay, there's more to it, Lindy. Okay. No Tobela. Dreamt head of beautiful cows. Most had cows, and there was one that was giving birth, but with his mouth. Okay, the cow doesn't give birth with mouth, isn't it? Does it? No, it doesn't, isn't it? But we're talking about spiritual stuff now. With its mouth odd, but I think that's what I saw. Calf was beautiful and already old when it came out. Okay. All right. What happened after that, Nokolo? What happened after that dream? Because remember that I've noticed that some tribes, they use cows a lot. They use cows for other things. Okay. So what happened in your dreams, Mokolo? What happened after that? Okay. Where was I? Okay. Hey, but Fatting Mama's name, Maraganet. Okay, tenacious starter. How does one fully know they have gotten rid of Islam? Tenacious, what is Islam? Tammy, Togoza Gogo, last night I dreamt I saw 3 pure white seahorses. Seahorses. 3 white seahorses. Seahorses. Okay, I need to look at the picture of a seahorse because sometimes I cannot think straight with some names, guys, that you guys give me. I need to look at the picture of it so I understand what I'm replying to. No thanks. Okay, seahorse. Come on now, internet. Seahorse. All right. Oh, that one. All right. Okay, interesting. All right. Oh, so how do I go back to my internet to that thing now? Okay. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. What the hell am I doing here? Oh, Nyasha, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay. Where was I? The seahorse bit. Where was I? Okay, Tammy. Last night I dreamt I saw 3 pure white seahorses and 1 white and light brown head. I looked around and saw beach sand, but no water. Okay. And then I saw a man standing in front of me wearing skin and animal hide, and the place looked ancient. Then I woke up. But the seahorse had 4 legs, which was strange too. Okay. Okay. So what happened after that? Did you talk to your people? Did you talk to your people, Tammy? Did you talk to your people after that? Where was that? Did you talk to your people to acknowledge that you see them? Guys, remember that I'm not interpreting your dreams, right? Your people will appear as different things. If it's a seahorse, it's a seahorse. That means it has to be in the sea, right? So for me, if I'm talking to someone with things like that, then we know where their people are taking them, right? We know. Remember, we've got different water spirits. We've got water, we've got rivers, we've got different water bodies. We've got seas, we've got rivers, we've got different things, right? Those things. This one. You saw the sea, the sand, meaning that the beach, isn't it? But you didn't see the water. The beach, beach sand. So we're talking about the beach, the sea. So whoever that is coming from that will be using that kind of thing. Guys, you need to study these things as well to understand why they will use that as well. Why your people will use that. But anyway, they will come to you because you're talking about ancient stuff. You're talking about big dreams where you see this man wearing this traditional healer or whatever, or it depends whether they are the kingship and stuff. Because if they're wearing animal hide and stuff like that, obviously you can tell by looking at the person that this is like a sangoma, or this is like a chief, or this is like those kingship people, depending on how they look to you when you're looking at them yourself. This is a big dream, Tammy. I cannot say anything. Your people will reveal themselves to you. They'll reveal themselves. You need to go back and tell them you've seen them, but you want to know who this person is, this man. Your people. They are your people anyway. Even though they look ancient, they're your people. You need to find out who they are. Johanna Towel, I know you tracted the message. Fating Mama, your name, seriously. Towel, Okay. Rero, Nafating Mama, please help with explaining the meaning of the termite sand mountains built by termites. I think I was asked this question, isn't it? I didn't ask my people. I've been too busy with my people with other training. I haven't yet asked what they meant, but I'll ask. I'll ask when I get the chance. Okay, I'll ask, and I'll ask now that you're too persistent. I'll ask. So okay, I've got that one. Okay, Cynthia Mashab, okay, Togen, I dreamt of a tiger chasing me. I climbed the pole, it did not reach me. A tiger. A tiger. Is a tiger not, or am I thinking about something different? Oh, I'm thinking about a leopard. Can tiger not climb a tree if really wanted? Do tiger climb trees? That's it. These animals, sometimes I forget which one is which. Tigers and leopards, I can't tell the difference anyway. Or tiger is the one with stripes, isn't it? Anyway, so you climbed the tree, and what happened? So it didn't get to you. It didn't reach you. And then what happened, Cynthia? What happened? Because you can't stay on the tree for long. So what happened after that? What? Oh, okay. Tammy said something there. Yes, I partnered this morning about it. Thank you. I appreciate you. Okay. Yeah, they'll come to you, Tammy, because that is a big dream. I can't tell which one is which, because if they're not even showing you properly, they're just showing you a little bit and using that sea horse, meaning that from the sea as well. So they will come and reveal themselves. But my mind is running wild. My mind is running wild, Tammy, but I'll be a bad person to actually use my, what I'm thinking and saying it. But I'm not going to say it. But gosh, this is so hard. It's so hard when you're thinking things. You can't actually be honest and say what you are thinking. Anyway, I'm not meant to do that, guys, so I can't do that. But Tammy, your thing is making me think. Anyway, Nokolo, I need to know more about that. Tenacious, Nokolo, right? Something is not normal. You are observing something that is not normal. Because by nature, cows, they do not give birth through the mouth. Right? This cow gave birth through the mouth. Unusual. You forgot about that bit. You get excited looking at the cow. That one is no longer in your head. Now you're excited about that bit. There's more to this. There's more to this one. There's more to this one. There's more to this one. We are spiritual people. Things that are not normal, we need to find out more about. Tenacious, how does one fully know they have gotten, tenacious, okay. Tenacious, I do not, because Islam, a lot of people call Islam, some things they call it Islam when it's not. So what do you think is Islam? What kind of Islam is yours? Guys, this the way I said it didn't sound right, isn't it? What is your Islam? Oh gosh. Anyway, guys, you understand me. This English is our second language, isn't it? Anyway, we don't have Islamist. Well, if you got it, isn't it? So, I don't know. Anyway, let's not think like that. Let's just think like healers. Okay, tiger climbing. Did he catch up with you, Cynthia? What happened? Okay. All right. And besides that, Have you taken out, you know that it's not your totem, is it? Is it your totem or it's not your totem? Or why was that what you were doing there? Was your behavior there, did you see it as being normal? Because even though something is chasing you, you're running up there on the tree, you know that you're not going to be where you were as well. It will tell you that even the what you're doing there, you think you can actually stay there. You're going to fall down. We're just going to wait as a tiger until you fall down and start talking to you properly. But anyway, we're talking about tigers. Tigers don't talk. But we are spiritual people, guys. Sometimes our ancestors will show us behaving in a strange way around animals for a reason that we will know. Because the way that our dreams will start, they will start in a way that will understand why we even end up seeing ourselves climbing up the tree. Because whoever is chasing you, remember that our people appear as what? Animals. They appear as people. They appear as different things, living things. They appear as different things to show us different things. Everything has got a meaning. So for the fact that you were running away, you even climb up the tree. So if we know what tigers are like, when they know there's meat, and it's gonna stay there, guarding its meat, right? We're thinking about nature, guys. Smells blood up there, meat. Anyway, let me not take it there, because guys, I just want you to think about behaviors as well there, because don't just think about you're running away from something, whether it was dangerous or you yourself were behaving in a strange way. Anyway, there's more to it. Anyway, where was I? Where was I? Yes, I do have white dress and speaker yellow. So who told you about this, the yellow and white speaker that the people who came to you didn't know where the speaker come from, and now they're telling you that they need green? Or it could be that they wanted to know that you knew what this red, the white and yellow speaker was for. But then theirs, because there are different people who are coming with different gifts, theirs is green. Because remember, like me, I've got, if I was doing it as speaker, I would have green speaker and blue speaker, right? So if my people, they want me to make sure that I know who's coming and with different things, like they'll be asking me, I'll give you the example of the lavender. You are coming in for the second time now for what? For this, meaning that the other ones was someone else. Now theirs is this one's. But then they're saying what? The way the communication will be like, the yellow and white speaker, we are seeing it. But who do you know that one is for? Then you tell them what you think it is for. All right, we understand. But my child, ours is what? Green. Guys, you need to understand how your ancestors talk to you, because they're going to continue talking to you like that. You understand? You need to understand them. And the way they talk to you, they know you'll understand them. They don't just bring out something that is bizarre. The conversation will be like the way you talk. And if it's not the way you talk, you can ask them, guys, to correct the language to suit you. Right? Because I've done that. Now, my people, when they're talking to me now, it's like they're talking to me like properly. You know? There's no more like that kind of thing like, my child. You don't do things like that. You should try and... Now they talk to me properly. Like, you doing that, you become a fool. Where you're going, you're gonna fall anyway, and trip and hurt yourself, and no one is gonna come and wake and get you off. This is how, because I prefer things to be, I need to understand. Talk to me the way I talk, right? Stop running around, going around and telling me I need to do this, but then you're bringing out some language that is ancient. You can use my what they call it. You can use my, what they call it. What they call it? What's the English word? You use my language, the way I speak. I do. So they'll use your language, guys. If they're speaking to you in a way that you don't understand, talk to them nicely so that they start using your language. Because sometimes they'll come to you because they're nice and they're treating you, they're still holding you like a glass like this. They don't want you falling down. And you want to fall down and actually see yourself breaking. You understand? This thing of holding you like this, it's like they're taking a long road. They should let you fall, and you know that you fall, you hurt yourself, smash, shoo. So once you see that, you know that now you're gonna be encouraging them as well. All right, hold me like this, like this. I don't want to fall like I did before. They have to speak your language, guys. Ancestors can speak our language. Remember that. Okay, the reason why I'm saying that is because now mine, they start talking to me in my language, proper. Even the Baboni, the ones that they were really like seriously, like these people were like formal. If you're talking formal, when I complain, guys, that sometimes I feel like the way they're doing things is not right. So now when they're talking to me, they talk to me like this is it. It's like this. It's just like this. You don't do it. Who cares? But it's gonna hurt you anyway. That's what I want to. That's how I want to talk. Not all these things of trying to make you feel good when you know there's nothing good about it. I have to tell you the things, the truth. That's how I talk to my people. Anyway, where was I? Where was I? Was I talking about dream? Okay, the tiger have gone past. Oh, Maureen. Okay, I got that one. Nokzola Tobela. Why is it that after being intimate, I have very spiritual dreams, like me being in a trance, water and snakes and vision? Wow, that's interesting. I don't know about that one. That is good, isn't it? You're getting all the excitement in all the other areas, isn't it? Well, this is a good thing. No, I wouldn't complain about that. I'll be happy with that. Okay. Johanna Tobela Gogo, I had a dream. In the dream, I went to a white house with white flooring. Okay, seated on the patio was my deceased grandmother and two of my aunts. One is deceased and I greeted them all. Okay, what happened? And the late one asked me if I knew her, and then I said yes. Then she mentioned her name, so I asked myself how I knew her because I never seen her in real life. So maybe you need to ask more about. You need to find out more about her. You need to find out more about her, Joanna. Okay. Where was I? Was Johanna finished there, or was she putting more? You need to ask more about her. Not ask more about it. You need to find out more about her. If you were thinking like that as well in the dream, like you've never seen her in real life, maybe if you start to know more about her, you'll understand, why they were appearing to you as well, and if she's gonna be playing an important part in your journey. You need to find out more if that's what you. Tobela LXXX something. Kitumeta hulu Musali hu Tobela Ronetim. Okay, Musali Muhulu, yes, Musali Muhulu, okay. Lindy Woolworth's ladies' dresses. So what does that symbolize to you and her? Remember, what does that symbolize to you and her? What I mean is that because you were doing something for your mom. Remember these dreams, like I said, sometimes we are thinking and we are being shown something so that bit of us that is not satisfied is satisfied like that. Sometimes some dreams are like that. You probably were thinking too much about her and thinking about things you could have done. Then they show you doing that. But this is like those kind of things where, something is relatable to the person, the dreamer. Even me, I cannot talk about it without understanding more about how you are, how have you been feeling about your deceased mother and what they were showing you. Because remember, sometimes we need, for us to heal, we need to close a chapter. The chapter that was not closed, we need to close it in different ways. So in dreams, we'll be doing things that will satisfy us. Because if subconsciously you are not, there's still something that is still worrying you about what you could have done. Sometimes they can show you with dreams like that, you doing a particular thing so that in the dream you get happy. You understand? You are happy. So when you wake up, you will feel good as well that that bit of you was dying. That bit that needed healing has been healed through, because when you're buying something for someone, you're making them happy, isn't it? They're going to be happy to receive those kind of things. So things like that, sometimes healing. Remember, when we are healing, guys, it comes in different ways. We heal through, we are thinking about things in real life, in dreams, those thoughts are being running nicely for us so that we process properly. Okay? And you know what, if you were to buy her something from that particular shop, how she would have thought about it and how you would have felt about buying her from that particular place. You know, there will be something for you. It will symbolize something for you. It will have a deeper meaning for you. I go to that shop because I know my mom, and if I were to get her something like that from there, she'll feel good. Or I myself will feel good if I were to buy something for my mother from that place. She would have been happier if I were to give her something from there. Do you understand? Or it could be that, but these things are healing dreams, guys. There's something that you need to you need to heal that bit of you. That bit of you. You need to satisfy that bit of you that I do not know how you what you're thinking when you think about your mom, but you need to heal that bit of you. How we heal is by things like this. You're doing things that you could have done that you felt you didn't do, but now you're doing them, right? And the way you'll be thinking as well in the dream when you're going to buy it for her, and when you finish, you can wake up and say, I'm happy I bought you that, when you're paddling now, because now you're talking to her, or if that's what she would have wanted you to do, or things like that. But you'll know, because it's personal. This is personal stuff, guys. It's healing. When we're healing, we're talking personal now, deep personal things. So when you're paddling, you say to your mother, this is what happened in the dream. I did that. Hope that made you happy. Or if you're still feeling like you're still not, there's something still that is lacking still, the way you'll talk to her after that dream, you'll be talking to her, telling her that, even though I didn't do that, I would have loved to have done that. Because really, healing is about talking through things. But by talking through things, you're talking to those people that you were unable to talk to them, the deceased. By paddling, you'll be healing yourself. You're telling them everything that was not expressed. Remember that. This sound like the bit of you that's still going through the healing. Okay. So okay, what was like? What does dreaming of yourself singing mean? I dream this often. Okay. Okay, singing. What are you singing? Do you know the songs you're singing? Do you know the songs you're singing? Because sometimes these ancestors, they take us to singing schools as well. And then the next thing you hear songs being played in your head. You're learning about some singing and stuff like that. Sometimes you're singing, if you're going to singing all the time, and if this is your setting and they're showing you, look at you. Look at you in front of people. Look at, when you're singing, what is happening there? Who are you singing in front of? Because you're dreaming about it often. Who are you sitting in front of? Who are you singing in front of? And the people you're singing to, are they happy to see you singing there? Are they actually enjoying what you're singing, or they can't wait for you to finish and you have no idea? You can't even tell that people are not enjoying what's coming out of your mouth. What is happening? Because now is a setting. If you're seeing yourself singing often, it's a different thing now. I agree. You have a serious acting career in our dreams. I want to add to the issue of passing messages. It is very important. It holds you back and unsettles you when you don't. They even withhold communication until you do. That's very true. Very true so far. So after that, my cousin from mom's side started praising the calf with clan names and welcoming it home. Cows were grazing. I was standing in front of the house watching. Oh, that's really interesting, Nokolo. That is interesting. You see, this is what I'm saying, that some people, the cows mean something totally, some different tribes, the cows, there's deeper meaning to it. So that is interesting. So now we know that there's this, the cows have praising the calf with clan names. So welcoming it home. That is interesting. That's a big dream then. I was standing in front of house watching. So that is big. That is a big dream. That's a big dream. I need to understand. I hope my people are listening. I need to understand more, because I think the Amakosi, they do a lot of. I hope I've got an ancestor from that bit. Maybe they'll come and tell me something. This is interesting dream, Notolo. That is very interesting. I do not know much about that bit, but it sounds really interesting and big. You were learning a lot from that. Even me just listening to this, it's like I'm learning something about this culture. Tammy, yes, I heard this morning about it. Okay. Maureen, thank you a lot for making and helping us make sense of my spiritual journey. Truly being Musion and walking this alone is very, very much draining and confusing. May God and Batala give you strength. Oh, thank you, Maureen. Yes. Where was I? Tammy, thank you so much, God. I appreciate you. Oh, thanks, Tammy. Fighting Mama. Hey. Sorry. Your name, seriously. But you're fighting. What can we say? And the person said it is called a gold. A gold-shotted seahorse. So when I woke up, oh, what happened with the seahorse? When I woke up, I googled and found it on the website. Oh, and saw the picture. They said the horse was associated with the Greek god of H2, Poseidon. Okay. All right. That's interesting. That's interesting. But that is that dream. That dream is a big dream. That one that Tammy was talking about. Was it Tammy talking about that one? The seahorse. Remember, a lot of Greek things they're taken from the Egyptians, guys. But that one is a big dream. Your people will come. Where was that? The seahorse things. Your people will tell you is a big dream. I can't even tempt it, but I'm thinking about something. But I'm not gonna tempt that one. It's a big one. Okay. It's one of those things that sometimes your people need to reveal themselves nicely to you, so that even you enjoy getting first-hand information from the people themselves. Okay, because remember, do you know how beautiful it is when you're getting information like that directly from the source, from your people? It is the most beautiful thing, guys. It's the most beautiful thing. Okay, where was I? All right, the Greek god. All right. I like the look on your face and the smile. Oh, thank you. Okay, I was shocked. I even started to read about Greek mythology. So my point is, I'll take seahorse as maybe waters. Well, she said it. She said already. But please, let's not. I'm thinking about something as well. Let's not take Tammy somewhere. Her people will take it. Tammy's people will take it there. I was thinking about something because the beach and that man, ancient, made me think about other things. But this is a big dream, guys. Your people need to reveal themselves nicely to you. Where was I? Okay, so my point is, I'll take a seahorse as maybe water spirits. I've had a seal talk to me under the water. Okay. Mambagazi, Tagaza. The other day I had a mermaid spirit, okay, while I was falling asleep. Is it same as Nzunza Spirit? No. Nzunza Spirit is totally different. According to the Mandawe Spirits, my ones, they mentioned mermaid, like they might appear to people as in that form, half fish, half human being. That is all I can say. Hey, that is the matter. KP Gogo, I dreamt of a brown box. Inside the box was snake eggs. Under the eggs there was a gray snake. I woke up before putting my hands in the box. I was not scared of the snake, but I woke up before anything happened. Okay. All right, KP. What do you think that could be? Okay. Snake inside what? Brown box. Why will a snake be inside a box and with eggs? When snakes are, do they hatch? Guys, I forgot about snakes. What do they do? They before they give birth? Do they hide like other things? They hide so that they go under a warm place, isn't it? So that their eggs can. I'll leave it there. You need to find out what happened, why you wanted to put your hand in there. Why you wanted to put your hand in there to do what, KP? Just remind me of something that my people once, when they were showing me that sometimes putting your hand in places where you're not supposed to put it, but that one was like sometimes you're doing things that you're not being, you're doing things that some things will bite you, because if it's a snake with eggs, obviously it's trying to protect whatever is going to come out of those eggs. Like any other human being, when you're about to give birth, protection is high up there. Anything that comes close, you're going to bite it. So when I'm saying bite, I'm talking about snakes. You bite anything that comes close. You putting your hand inside where the snake is safely trying to get. Guys, do they hatch? The eggs, do they hatch? What do you think it's gonna do when you put your hand in there, trying to be protective? So that those, are you trying to warm up the eggs or what? But you're gonna be beaten. It's a good thing you didn't put your hand, because you would have been beaten. This one, I can't tell if it's situational. What is situational or not? Because sometimes our people can use things like this as a situation that sometimes you put your things where you're not supposed to, you're gonna get beaten. You need to be careful with that, because it could be, if it's situational. Now this one is assumptions, because I do not know yet. I'm not getting it as like those big dreams. I'm getting it as situational. Sometimes you insert yourself where you're not supposed to be inserting yourself. you'll be beaten, because there where you're inserting yourself, people are trying to do what they're supposed to be doing, and they will be trying to protect themselves as much. Then you guys, now this is like being metaphoric, thinking situational. You putting yourself in those kind of things where you are likely, the chances of being beaten are high up there, but you're trying your luck. If you had put that hand in there, you would have been beaten. But now, if we are taking it to situational, it is not snake. It's you are putting your hand in situations that you are likely to come out with a bite. And if it's a snake bite, you know what happens with snake bite? Anyway, we do not know yet why you were even thinking about putting your hand in there. What were you thinking in that dream, KP, when you were seeing that? Now you want to put your hand in there. What were you thinking in that? So we're trying to understand you more. Johanna, thank you. Gogo, thank you. It honestly worried me a lot. I thought it was not normal. Oh no, Kuzila. People will love to have those kind of things. You're getting your powers through someone. You're getting your power in that way. Fatima, what is the okay? What is the meaning and spiritual powers of the bed called Tlantlahane? Tlantlahane? I can't remember, but the name, I remember the name, but I can't remember. Why do you want to know about Tlantlahane? What happened to Tlantlahane? I can't even. I know that there's that bed, but I can't remember. And there is the spiritual. I do not know. I do not know that one. I do not know that. I've never heard that it's got spiritual powers. Okay, it's Hulufelo. Wow, that is interesting. So what? Okay, so that is interesting. Oh, now this is good. The bed Kankahani is a that is interesting. So if now we understand Tsurufelo's totem, the Kankahani, we might actually understand even what you get spiritually from it, because with our totems reveal a lot about spiritual information in them. Remember that our totems has got a history of who we are as people, where we come from, what we've been acquiring along the way, what we were good at, and spirituality bit of it. Now, maybe you've met your family member farting machine. Farting mama. Oh my gosh. Hi, farting. Twitter, if you listen, Twitter. I had a strange dream. I dreamt of being told to have bath a total stranger. The guy was actually positive and happy. I decided to rather refrain from doing so, even though I was not unsettled. I keep on dreaming of beautiful houses high up in mountains. I've mentioned one to you. Yes, you did. But I acted at 2 more of such dreams after. Yes, this kind of dreams, they will be showing you a lot of things, a lot of things. Why they're showing you that, they won't just, remember, it's not about the house. It's not about the house. It is what is happening around the house, you thinking about it, everything happening there, and who's bringing that to you. Okay? Being told to help bath a stranger. You are a healer. You are being told to bath what? A total stranger. Remember, I not yet know whether you know your path. You've been told to bath a stranger. Normally, what would you do? Who's telling you to do that? I mean, considering Tuto, your dreams as well, the way they were showing you being excited with modern things. Now you're being asked to watch a stranger who's actually positive. When you're saying positive, are you saying positive as in positive, like positive, HIV positive, or positive as in happiness positive, or what? and you rather refrain from doing so. Your people are going to be testing you so much. They're going to be testing you so much, tutor. You're going to have to start doing things, because if you are going on that line of being a healer, you're going to be dealing with situations. Strangers become not strangers as a healer. They are coming to you for help. You have to wash them, meaning you have to cleanse them. You have to touch things you do not want to touch. When I'm saying touch things, I'm saying like, because if someone is dirty, I mean as in figure of speech, right? Not dirty as in, meaning like a lot of people come with different things, right? Meaning that when you're cleansing someone, you're bathing someone, you're taking the dirt away, right? You're taking the dirt away. As healers, we're taking the dirt away. Think about it like that. Taking the dirt away from someone. That's why we take people for cleansing in rivers, taking the dirt away. That's why we're cleansing people in home bath, right? Taking the dirt away. Just think about it, taking the dirt away. But if you can't take the dirt away of a stranger, then what kind of a healer are you going to be? So you want people to come to you clean, and they're coming to you. Only clean people can come to me. Anyway, the house one there's a lot to it, because it depends who spirits, what kind of spirits using that. Oh, did I miss the first part of the dream? Which one? Okay, let's see what I missed. Okay, did I miss which bit? I don't know which one did I miss. Which dream did I miss, Sulfal? The first part of the dream. Is it yours? Okay. Okay. All right. Which one did I miss? Which bit? Which one did I miss? You taught me about two birds, the Haka, as we watch them in the sky. You know a lot about the Haka, right? Sulufelo, especially for healers, right? Okay. Which one did I miss? Okay. The Solani bit, tenacious. I want to know more about what you think is Solani. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh, Ronati's got it. Ndawe Ronati. So you know your Ndawe people will come. Okay. What did I miss? The late one asked me. I knew if I knew her, and then I said yes. I asked myself if I knew her. Oh, okay. Which one did I miss now? All right. Oh, okay. All right. I don't know which one I missed. All right. I don't know which one I missed. Lindy, I fully agree with you. Okay. Fatima. Okay. Okay. Missed the part of the first dream of the CH dream. The reason why I googled is because a man appeared to me saying he's pure God of age 20. Okay. I think didn't you mention this before, Sultan? He told me about my birthmark. Oh, and who I am. Oh, that's why you asked me about birthmark before. I partnered to summon him. I saw a seahorse. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. This is interesting, Sulufana. That is interesting. That is interesting. I'll have to understand more about the god of H20. Is it? I'll have to read about the Greek god. Okay. If guy was totally the guy was totally naked. Something I found strange because I'm male too. What's wrong with that? The guy was happy. That's what I meant by because yeah. So you are a male. You're gonna be dealing with males as well, isn't it? If you're a healer, there's nothing wrong with washing someone, isn't it? If they need to be washed, there's nothing wrong with that. Guys, as a healer, you're gonna be seeing a lot of things, guys. I mean, sometimes we don't talk about other things, but that happens. It really depends what kind of healer you're gonna be. Are you gonna be a healer who's gonna be dealing with mental health as well, or you're gonna be a healer who deals with other issues? Remember, there are so many different ways of healing. You're dealing with different things. We are healers with different things, right? So we're gonna see a lot of things. You know, you as a healer, you cannot see male or female unless if it is necessary sometimes because of now with a lot of things, our people, the way they're acting weird, you might start having to see gender. But normally as a healer, you're not supposed to see these kind of things like gender. When you're dealing with people, you're healing your communities, you heal them as they come. Do you understand? Because within us, with the kind of people we are carrying with us, danger is, why am I saying danger? Gender is not supposed to be even in our mind. Yeah, H2 as in water, yes. Yes, I think yes, I think, didn't you, I've seen you talk about H20, the water kind of thing. Yes. Yes, I think you mentioned this in one of the comments, soon further the water bit. Yes. Where was I? Okay, I just saw the box on the ground go. I wanted to open it to see what is in it. Okay, and you wanted to put your hand in it. In the snake, okay. Maybe you wanted to rescue the snake, I guess, KP. It's either you wanted to rescue it or you wanted to be beaten. And I'm being metaphoric here. It's either you wanted to rescue it. In that dream, you were thinking, this is not good. A snake cannot be in a box. You want to open it and rescue this. If it is me, if I'm dealing with things like that in dreams, I'm a rescue person. You need to rescue things. It's not normal. Snake cannot be in a box. It's supposed to be free-ranging out there. But then if it's out of curiosity and I'm putting my hand in it, I'm inviting danger, isn't it? It's a dangerous ground here. Who left the box there with that snake? Maybe they wanted to see if I'm going to do what they are thinking that I'm going to do, so that whatever they wanted to happen will happen. I'll get beaten. There's so many things to this. Okay. Okay. Chogoza, Cynthia, Chogoza. Please, you missed my dream. Is out of a tiger chasing me. I ran to the pole. What does it mean? Yeah, no, I didn't miss it, Cynthia. I've read it. All I wanted to know was that what happened, what has caused the tiger to chase you? What could have caused that? The tiger, how did this dream start? And where were you? Because tigers are we know where tigers are. Where were you yourself? Were you in the right place? And why was it chasing you? How did it start for it to chase you? You understand? There's more to it. What happened? Start your dream properly. Forget about the tiger, because now you want to know what does the meaning of tiger mean. Forget about that meaning of tiger for now. Let's think about this in a natural way, physical. Where were you? What were you doing for you to start running away from a tiger and the tiger chasing? You're running away from, let's say it is danger, right? Because now we're taking it to the natural side of things. Where were you? What happened to cause you to be chased by an animal called tiger? Outside a building, what were you doing? What kind of building? A tiger being outside a building? How? What kind of building was it? Was that normal for you to see a tiger in that kind of place or setting? What were you thinking as well? Because this is not normal now. It's not even in a zoo. It's in a building. Is it someone's tiger chasing you or what? What is happening? Because this dream, the way you are thinking about the dream will reveal a lot that we don't have to go around trying to understand this. You will understand you better when you're explaining. When you saw something like this that was not normal, a tiger in this kind of building is not normal. Now I'm running and I run and I go on a pole. I run and climb onto a pole. What do you think was right and wrong? What do you think was wrong there as a human being? What do you think was wrong there? So we understand you. Because dreams like this, guys, there's so many meanings to it. There's so many meanings to it. I can't just take it out from itself, because it could be that you don't even know you've got an animal totem with your ancestors. They are tigers. They use tiger. When you sing like Miko, yours is tiger, tiger, tiger. Now you've been running away from your ancestors, and now they're even finding you in places where you think you can be safe in, and they're chasing you, and you climb up poles, and you still think that you'll be safe, and your tiger will wait for you until you get tired, because being on a pole, you're not going to be on a pole for a long time, until you get tired and fall down, so the tiger can give you the message that the tiger needs to give you, if we are thinking ancestors. But at the moment, we don't know yet. Yes, it's not normal. So do you know your totems? Do you know your totems? If we're talking about 4 different totems, the nearest ones, so that we will rule certain things out. Tobela, Thelma, I appreciate you. Oh, thanks, Thelma. Oh, that's nice, Twitter, thank you. Ndauwe Mambokazi. So it went. Guys, you guys are running a lot in these dreams, and you don't realize that running is not going to get you anyway. You understand? Running is not going to get you anyway. All it's just going to be doing is just going to get you tired. You're going to get tired running. At some stage, you're going to have to stop, even climbing up a pole. Imagine if it's a pole that I'm thinking about. If it's you're talking about a building, so you're talking about those kind of like electric pole, isn't it? Is it an electric pole or is it a tree? Is that kind of thing? You even that one is like those. If it's a pole, you're just gonna fall down. Like just down, because obviously you don't have those hands that grabs, isn't it? Like you can grab for hours, right? Your hands are soft anyway. If it's a pole, if I'm thinking about poles, guys, how long do you think you're gonna stay on the pole for? With the tiger waiting for you, so the message can be clear. Guys, at some stages you need to approach your people and talk to them properly, and stop them from doing all these things, making you embarrassed. Imagine someone there watching you doing all these things you're doing. I mean, really, the people are gonna be like, seriously, what is this one doing? Anyway, so that is just that. Did I miss someone? Did I miss someone there? Okay, we got. Did I miss someone there? I missed someone, isn't it? I miss Tenacious, I think. The Sloane bit, guys. The Sloane bit. I do not know how to answer the Sloane bit, because it's a different thing, isn't it? The way people think about things, and sometimes people think about other things and they think is. But Sloane is what in Sotho. Anyway. sometimes we think about too many things. And you were seeing eggs. Have you found? No, I haven't. I haven't. Uh, I haven't. Abalozi. Oh, actually, now that you're taking me there, Zulfa. Mandawe, they said to me they're crocodiles, but remember to me they come in different forms. But most of the time when they just appear as normal, they appear like Indian people, like Asian kind of people. That's when they come to me. Sometimes they come to me as Zimbabweans. Sometimes what I'm saying Zimbabweans is that they will call themselves like the Zimbabweans, isn't it? Zimbabweans. And sometimes they appear totally different. Remember that my gift is about nature, right? So they appear in different things. So if I see animals in my dreams, if it's not my totem, meaning my ancestors, or it's not a totem of someone I need to help, then I know these are related to what? To the Mandawe Spirits things. So Mandawe Spirits there, but it's obvious I'll know it's Mandawe, right? Because I know what is happening there. It's related to nature, or whatever animal, that kind of animal is behaving, the way it is as well. So Abalozi, or the eggs, no, they haven't yet. They haven't yet. I'm doing too many things at once. I'm learning about too many different things at the moment. So some things they're taken at the back. They're not as important to my people. So they even if I'm asking, that one was interesting. I'll have to know about egg rituals, because that looked like it was like a ritual of some sort. They wouldn't come to me because I'm learning a lot about at the moment my lessons about mind and sex, and is about as well community. So community meaning that they've taken me into I'm learning like the traditional things, deep traditional things, like starting from the family. When families do this and that, you help like this, you help like that, you help like too many things like that. And as well, I'm getting these new spirits as well. They are trying to correct me to make sure that I'm good, isn't it? I told you when I get spirits, they will show me my weaknesses and my strength. They will build me to their level before they come to me properly. The Abalozi, what was the Abalozi question? Abalozi haven't properly told me much. The last time I saw Abalozi were when the girls, the amantombazana amnyama, these are like the girls, the Zulu girls were coming to congratulate me on finishing that bit of the journey. So Abalozi, the way they are taking me to their journey, it is, I think it kind of feels slow as well. But I couldn't go on a trance when they wanted to come to me. So they've gone to the back so that these other new spirits can reveal them. Not these ancestors can come and properly talk to me about themselves. So Abalozi, I still don't know much about them and the gifts what they are coming to do with me. I do not know much about them, the Abalozi. With Abalozi, I think it is related. I don't know. I do not know. I do not want to even make suggestion. That is my Abalozi. No, Abalozi, they do not appear as Indians. Abalozi, they appear as black people, but they are Zulus. Like they become like a Amazulu. When I'm saying Amazulu, we look alike, isn't it? But you'll see that now I'm dealing with that bit. But I think they want to take me into the traditional side of things, because even the way they are getting to me, Abalozi have taken me into the defense bit of things, the way things are done. They've taught me that bit about defense, right? Now they're taking me to the traditional way of things. You see, even the remember that I met Abantu, they call themselves Abantu Benyoni. Now they brought the girls who were receiving me and congratulating me as so they are teaching me about that bit, the traditional bit of things as well. I think they are easing me in that bit. So it's gonna be my journey with them. I think is going that bit. It's gonna be a lot about history. I believe so. The history, because in the way they're easing into the history. But I don't know. I'm making assumptions. And what else did you ask? Yes, the ones who appear as Indians, they are the Mandawe. And what else with my journey? Who's this other one? What's the serpent ones? The Nzunza ones, they're in the background. Since they came and explained themselves, they came and told me about the history of Mashangan. They have been, okay, they did come to me, like they were showing me some bit, like traditional things, the Mashangan traditional things, but they haven't yet come and explained themselves properly. Guys, my journey at the moment, I kind of feel like I'm dealing with a lot of, my teachings are more into the mental side of things, the mental and spiritual side of things. So they are strengthening me with that bit. Like I said to you, at the moment, my learnings about the mind and sex. So that is where they're teaching me. So a lot of these spirits, unless if it is necessary that they need to come to me to explain some things, they wouldn't come to me until my training is finished, or they're teaching me with these things, like I told you, mind and sex. I started, this is the fourth bit that I'm into since I've started the journey. I started with anger issues. I started with the other bit, jealousy bit. I went through the behavioral pattern kind of things. Now, like I said, my training is about mind and sex stuff. So from there, this is to do with community, guys. This is to do with community. Maybe at some stage you'll hear me talking about these things and explaining them properly the way that I'm being taught about this. Yes, so Vavenda, the Vavenda Kuku, the Venda Kuku, she came. She had beads, nothing underneath, just beads on her, on the covering her, the boobs and stuff. Beautiful, very beautiful. And they were showing me as well, them dressed up with that head things as well, like with feathers, which was strange because I thought the feathers was the Mashangani feathers, the head dress kind of thing. Yeah, so yes, that's what I'm doing here at the moment. I'm training, guys. I'm training, and it's not easy. It's not easy. Yes, that is my training. So where was I? The tarot, yes. This one I'm doing it, guys. Who's asking me about the tarot? Going, Sulufelo, what do you want to see? What do you want to know? So I can tell you. Ah, that fell down. That's what I'll be doing. Sulufelo, something fell down there. Maybe you might want to watch that one. Just read about it. Ace of Pentacles. You might want to try and understand that bit. Anyway, the tarot as well, I'm learning about it. And guys, I'm doing too many things at a go. And what else am I doing at the moment? I'm talking about spiritual things, not personal things, spiritual things. And yes, that's what has been happening, isn't it? Yes, and the tarot, I'm enjoying it. Oh, this is really good, guys. Oh, this is good. Remember, I'm doing it for myself. I do this for myself just to see how, excuse me, I ask questions. I do question something, and then I open them, and it tells me what, so beautiful. It's been so straightforward, so true. Everything has been like very good. About me, this is about me. But if you want me to read for you guys, you're welcome. I can train on you. But at the moment, I'm training on myself. So that is the tarot going good. Ronald, then Monday. Okay. Thanks. Thank you, Zulu. Then Monday I had a dream. What happened? What happened? Did I miss something? Okay, exactly what happened. Waited for. All right. Okay. All right. Ironically, then Monday I had a dream that I was a soldier. Then we went to a military base. We loaded in a bus. Then we went to the mission. After that mission, we could not find the bus to go back. Then we started footing to the base. A few minutes, we saw the bus behind us loading other soldiers. When we ran back, the bus drove and the driver did not see us, so we just standing, two of us. You need to ask them to get you remedy. These are dreams that when you're in the army, training in the army is so beautiful, guys. You should want to be in that army, because I'm telling you, my training in the army, I mean, I can tell you when the training was finished, I could even see the way I was talking as well. I'm talking about in real life. The way I was talking to people. I know that training, the way they were training me in the army, guys. In the army, you get trained properly. So Ronald, you should ask them to make sure that you get the, you get your people to take you, so that you start, you join the army, you get in the training. They don't leave you behind. I tell you, the army training, guys, is so good. It's so straightforward. It's not like the school dreams. Sometimes you wonder what it is that your people are trying to tell you to correct and stuff like that. In the army, guys, you know the position where you are put. You know that in that position you are expected to do this. If you are a cadet, is it cadet? Army cadet, if you're starting there, you know what you're supposed to do as an army cadet will do. If you're going up, higher up the level, because obviously you will do, because you keep on seeing you going further up, right? You will see sometimes where you're training that, okay, this is the training because you're part of this. Guys, the army dreams. I need to actually explain the army dreams to you and the way I was learning about things, right? About things. I'll do that in another video. So you need to see yourself in there. You need to join them. You need to ask them to take you there. Anyway, yes. Oh, I did something. I I was meant to go. This is now. I'm inserting myself. Oh no, I'm not finished. I was gonna talk about something about school. Okay, Tuto. In my last dream, okay, being at a mansion high up in the mountains, I was in the presence of the owner and his two big calm dogs. I remember telling him I wouldn't mind buying such a house and staying alone. Yeah? And staying alone. All right. Why would you want to stay alone anyway in that big house, Tuto? Why would you want to stay alone in that big house? Remember, we, as people, we do not want to be alone, is it? But anyway, your people will take you there step by step. You just have to try and understand yourself, what it is that they are showing you about you, right? There are things that, guys, you know yourself. Sometimes there are things that we know of ourselves. Sometimes we do not know that bit of ourselves. So we'll see that bit of ourselves that might not be right. We might be shown that bit in dreams, right? That bit, that needs correcting. So you'll be shown things like that. But everything is not about, it is literally nothing to do with the physical bit of the house, having the house physically, right? Remember this, you're being trained. You're being trained around things you like. You're being trained about things that your wishful thinking is being used in your dreams so that you can remember everything in detail. Because all you're going to be thinking about is that it is a house in real life, that you actually not going to even think about metaphorical things. You're going to be thinking, is my people are showing me the house that I'm going to get when I get to that stage. So you're going to remember it properly, because that is what you're aiming for. But there your people are just trying to take you to who? To you, the self. Dealing with the spiritual bit of you, dealing with the ego bit of you. The proper you, true self, and the false self. So for you to be, the whole thing to blend in properly so that you lean towards that bit, the true self, they will be using the tricks. If you love material things, they'll use the tricks to get you into the things that, anyway, things you guys know what you like. Do you read bones? Yes, I do read bones. But at the moment, the bones I'm reading is the, what they call it? Gosh, what they call it? What they call it? Guys, what they call it? What they call the thing I'm using? Gosh, my brain just went dead. Is an alphabetic thing. What they call it? It's not Scrabble, is it? Is it Scrabble? Yeah, I'm using Scrabble, guys. It's Scrabble. I'm using Scrabble as bones at the moment. And I use different definition bones, guys. I use, gosh, I even forgot my drink. I use the cup. The cup reading divination. I use different kind of divination tools. I use the Bible as well for Bible readers. Anyway, I haven't used water, but they showed me using water. I'm scared of actually trying that one, but if I can do the cup, I guess the water, the way they showed it to me, but it's one of those things, guys, that I haven't had someone who needed that bit. Yes, Lindy. Yes, I read bones. Remember, it is not me. On my own, I do not know anything. When it comes to divination, guys, you should always remember that. As me, like this, when you're talking to me like this, without my people, I do not, what they call it? I do not, I cannot help someone with things like that. My people have to be, I have to call my people for me to help someone. That is how I work. Even with the Isithunywa, I have to be, unless if it's emergency kind of things, where the people will come according to whatever I'm dealing with, right? where they trance. You don't have time for it. They just trance. So don't look at me and think, oh, I know this and that. On my own, I do not know herbs. On my own, I do not know the things, the bones. It's only when my people are channeling through me that I know how to use those things. Remember that if your people are the ones helping you, some of us, I do not have to study them. All I just have to do is channel. They just use my eyes and my hands, and I can tell someone what it is. So that's how I work. And the tarot cards, this French names, the tarot cards. At the moment, I'm studying them in the Western way, like trying to understand them in the Western way. But obviously, when I start working, using them to work, I'm gonna be using my people's eyes to use them. I just want to learn to understand them in the way that the person who came with them was. What the person is called? This is the booklet that I'm using. What is this guy's name? I forgot the name. I put the name here. So that is what I'm using. I'm trying to understand the cards as in from this booklet. Then when I'm ready, I'll be using my people's eyes. Because this kind of thing, sometimes we need to understand them, like the Western way. And then when we want our people to help, then we know how to use the tricks, traditional tricks and the Western tricks. Scrabble, yes, Scrabble. Wow, that's amazing. How did it come about? Did you see it in a dream or told? Yes, I saw it in a dream. I saw it in a dream. I went running, buying it. Or you pick it up yourself and started and they connect. No, I saw it in a dream. Anything that I use is I saw it in a dream. But with the cup reading, obviously my people must have seen, because I think I've shared this with you that I went to a cup reader before. Because sometimes it's things that we like, guys. Our people will use things that we like. Like even these tarot cards. Well, I do not know what the Mandawe cards were. But this is just me wanting to be like others, isn't it? So I'm interested in tarot, so I can use it as well, this trick as well. So I'm learning about it, but I know my people, when I think I'm ready, I've understood it in that way, they will use their tricks to help me with that. Remember these tools. If your people are helping you different things, they'll show you different things that you're using in dreams. That means whatever they show you using in dreams, you can use it in real life, right? Like things like that. They show you the Bible, that means you can use the Bible in real life. They show you healing people with hands. The only problem is that we think it is us who are going to be doing those things. It is not us, guys. It is the people with this gift. They will channel through us and will start speaking the languages that we don't know. In real life, we don't know how to speak them, but it's them doing those things. Remember that. Remember that. If they showed it to you, that means you can use it. When the time is right, you use it. Sometimes they wouldn't show you that you can use it yet, but when the time is right, you'll use it. You'll see yourself using it. If you're like me, if they show it to you, you go get it. But with the bones, sometimes you'll get theirs, isn't it? Or sometimes they will show you, they'll direct you to get the things they want you to get. Or sometimes you'll see yourself picking up small things. After sometimes you realize, all you're doing was collecting bones. Now you're using all these things. You thought you like this, you like that. Now your people are showing you all of them together. You have them all there. You're throwing them there. Your people are saying, you see, you've been collecting bones all along. Now you use them like this. You're like, I've got all these things. You've been collecting. So that's just that. Where was I? Oh, 225. So yes. Yeah, so okay, I saw the cards in a dream last year. Someone was diving me, telling me about my gifts. Okay, using them. One of the cards is still vivid in my mind's eye. It's a card of black man in water. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. It's interesting. What the reason why I'm using this to understand this is because I want to create my own cards using like what you're saying, Tulufelo, what you saw in the dream, the card you saw in the dream. Remember that sometimes all these things we're doing them because we are studying how others use them, and we are studying how they look like, even the feel and stuff like that. I'm thinking now, I'm learning about tarot, but my intention is that I understand that these cards come, like how many of them, how these people made them. So when I start creating my ones now, using my ancestors to create things that they want me to create, not the cards in this form, but using this kind of way that the cards were made. But now my people showing me what to draw and drawing them, right? That is all I always wanted, to do my own tarot cards using my ancestors' creativity, right? So that's what I want. That's why I'm studying this. So I'll create mine when the time comes. All right, that's what I'm doing. Yeah. So that black man in water. So that is a card. I'll be drawing that myself. If I saw that, I'll draw it so that it's something I'll want to do myself. Create. If you're creative, so okay. Also with water, they told me last year that it is time to start using them, but I did not yet. Let's see, what card did I show you to look at? You need to start using them. You need to start using them. If they showed, guys, sometimes people ask me, your things looks to be like they're going faster and things are going like you always saying this, always saying that. Because guys, I act on things. You need to act. If you don't act, you feel like your journey is delayed. You need to act. You need to act. If you've been on this channel with me, you've been following me from the Mandawe time. You've been following me from that state, that time, right? You've seen me saying, I've got the Mandawe Spirits. I've got this, Abalozi. I've got this. You've been following me. You've been following me. There's no excuse for you. There's literally no excuse. By that I mean that you should understand when your people are healing you. You should understand when your people want you to work. When they keep on pushing you to work. That one, guys, the pushing bit, guys, you know, even you. That one, guys, we can hesitate as much as we're trying to. But when they're pushing you to work, guys, that one, I don't know how some people do it. Because that one, it will just, you'll be a downer. You'll always be a downer. When they're pushing you to work and you're not working, guys, that one is a pity, guys, that some people don't realize that. That one will really, when the people go into depression, that one need to be like one of those things that will take you to that depressive kind of mood. When you're not healing people, when you're supposed to. And by healing, I don't mean like you're opening and doing, but guys, healing comes in different ways. Healing is, there are so many different ways of healing. There are so many different ways. Your people will keep on showing the things that you could be doing in the meantime. They don't necessarily mean that your line is going to be like that. You're going to be using cards. No, they are just saying at this particular moment, at this time, this moment in time, what we see you doing, and for now, you could be using this bit. Example with me. I'm a healer with herbs, right? From where I am, I do not use herbs. I hardly use them anyway, herbs. So my healing, Now they're dealing, I'm working with what? Spiritual stuff, just spiritual, like the mind and all those kind of things. That's where my people are pushing me towards. I deal with that bit of things. When I get to the place where I can use that bit, you will see that bit opening as well. There is no point your people helping you to do that bit when it's not necessary, when you're not going to be doing that bit. Why are you going to do them? Depending on the environment that you're in. Remember, your people will work with you depending on where you are. If you're in a place where using that bit, using your hand to help people, you will be seen, you'll be directed towards that. It doesn't mean that's where you are as a healer, you end there. No, they are just saying that at this time we see you going to church and helping people in church, because that is the easier place, the place that you, at the moment we see you, it is easy for you to help people there. Go there, they push you towards there. Then you see when you start opening, you go to a different place, the other bit opens, then you're like, oh, I thought I was just this and this. No, they were just helping you with that bit, constantly looking at the environment that you're in and what you can do at that particular moment in time. But others will be there in the background, waiting for the thing to open properly so that they can start pushing your things. But all these things you would have been getting a little bit of that information. A little bit, you know, like if I'm giving an example with this Baboni, isn't it? Like she's saying she's Isithunywa, but she's getting all this, seeing the traditional healers. They'll be showing you that bit of you, but even now there is not opening. You can now work with the other bit until they see you're comfortable enough to use the other bit, the traditional. That is how our ancestors, spirits, and guides work with us. And if you're open to them, guys, they will open you nicely like that. Nicely like that. They will see and feel sorry for you and see that our child, hey, she really wants to try so much, but considering where she is, she cannot do much. Let's just help her with this. Let's keep on helping her with this bit. Then they find others. Help her with this bit. She, at the moment, what will keep her busy and happy is the history. Just teach her about the history. You can talk, you can tell about the history and stuff like that. But when she gets into that place that we want her in, now you see. That is how they work with us, our ancestors, guys. They are so good like that. Anyway, also, okay, yes, I understand. Got a place to start. I'm sure you were your ancestors too. Ace of Pentacles, yes, that is that. Yes. It's interesting, yes. Yes, I love to believe that. Actually, talking about that. Being a good student, guys. Let's remember, it's Tuesday. For me, Tuesdays, I'm enjoying myself here. So, talking about that, being a good student, that is, I want to talk about that dream anyway. I was doing this artistic, and I was with this friend of mine. I'm saying friend, we were in the same school together. We were classmates. So we are applying to get into university, right? So it is like to get through the university, you need to do, like those tests that they do. But this one, we had to draw a picture of something, beautiful picture. The best picture you draw will get you through university, right? The artistic bit of it. It was like an art university kind of thing. Anyway, I'm drawing something, and because I tend to, my people wanted to show that bit of me that is working, isn't it? I can sometimes be like that, impatient. So I just wanted to draw and finish and hand it over. So when I'm trying to do that, anyway, I'm trying to hand it over. So somehow I can, the person the admin, right, says that I didn't answer. There was one question that I had to answer, put word in it. So everyone else is done, but because for me I was rushing to just finish and hand over and get into university, get admitted if I get admitted. But I really want to go to that university, right? I want to be admitted. But anyway, we're showing my weakness as well. So I tried to hand it over, and the person, I think it's the person who's going to be teaching us anyway, the lecturer, who's actually taking those things, the paintings we just finished doing. So he's trying to help me. He's trying to give me an answer, guys, like put this weight so that yours will be admitted as well. But guys, when I'm saying weaknesses, this is what I'm talking about. So he's telling me what to put in so that I can get admitted. But I'm already even seeing other people's artistic work, and I'm thinking, I'm now like, oh, mine is not even good. I'm not going to be admitted and all that kind of thing. I'm not even listening to what he's trying to tell me. Put that way. Like he's trying to quickly put that way. Like I'm now concentrating on other people's artistic work. I'm like, oh, it's beautiful. They were showing me my weakness as well. But anyway, after that dream, I was so upset because I didn't hear the word that you were saying properly, because I was looking at other artistic work and I'm thinking mine is not as good as that one. I'm not going to get into that. Right? This is a weakness I'm sharing with you. I'm not going to get into that. So after the dream, I wake up, then I realize, oh my God, this was I'm supposed to be getting into that university, and I didn't even listen properly to what the lecturer, that person was telling me, what to put there. So I'm trying to talk to my people, and I've seen my fault. Please get me in there, get me admitted, because I really want to go in there. Because guys, I told you about schools, this kind of things. It is about role play, right? We are playing the role, right? So your people are showing you that they are trying to make you think like a worry, because obviously I was worried during the dream that, oh my gosh, before I was kicked out, I was worried that this. By the time I realized the person was trying to boost my application, like give me something to help me get in the being kicked out of the dream. So I am saying, guys, I needed to go in that university. So I was partly asking my people that I think I made a mistake, and please allow me in there, because I want to see myself in that university, right? Because obviously that means I've been accepted. Because if they're showing you trying to get accepted, that means you have to be accepted. So I'm trying to tell them that please bear with me with what happened there, because now my classmate, right? We are same age. I want to go. I don't want. He's gonna be accepted in me. I'm gonna be waiting another year to go. Guys, remember this. This is it's like a real life kind of thing, but in the dream state, it is just guys. Even me, I'm playing along, right? We know how it is like. So I do not want to wait another year before I go to university, right? Spiritual ears, right? Because now we're talking. I do not want you to start thinking, oh, but this is how I talk to my people. So anyway, I try to get them to put me to get me to university and stuff. But I haven't seen myself in the class, so I'm worried that I probably haven't been accepted, because my people are just showing me that you're gonna have to wait another bus, be with the rest. Even though someone was trying to boost to get me in there, I was still doing some things. I'm looking at other people's artwork. I'm not even listening to that person giving me something, giving me the answer. I'm already concentrating on other people. I told you it's my weakness, right? For you to understand your weaknesses, you have to see mine as well, right? That is a big weakness there. But if you are not thinking spiritual, you wouldn't get it. But it's a big weakness there. Anyway, so I highly appreciate it. They really do give thanks. So that is just that. So even sometimes I'm not a good student, but I try my best. So that is just that, guys. So yes, I think we done with the spiritual bit of it. And Remember, guys, you remember to always go back to your people. Like what Zufelo was saying 10 years ago, right? Some dreams, they come revealed after some time. So sometimes your dreams, they will show you a little bit. After some time, you see that is related to this, is related to that, is related to this. I'm still waiting for that, to get an understanding of my big water, my big dreams about the water, different kind of water and different kind of energy we get. That one is still in my mind. I can't wait to get that one. Okay. Says Sesika Hana at the university. Sorry, God. I'll be so upset myself. What is serious spiritual? I said, yes, it is. Yeah, that picture, yes. Yes, and the way I draw it, I just drew it like like someone who really didn't. It's like I realized after I finished drawing that I was drawing to get accepted to university, because I was like, they're just showing me, like I told you, it's a weakness, right? They were just showing me that I can't even see something that is that obvious. They were showing me that. It's the new one, isn't it? It's lavender. Lavender taking me like that. They actually showing me this bit. I think that's them. Because even the lecture, guys, this school dreams, they're not, it's not easy even explaining to someone. I mean, if you guys are listening to what I'm saying here, and you're actually trying to listen to what I'm saying properly, you'll totally get my weakness. But it is just that. It's not easy, guys. Talking about weaknesses is not easy. Weaknesses being shown to you, it is not easy. It's not an easy thing to see where you are lacking as a person in real life, because it's all about that. Anyway, that's just that. So that is all I think we can talk about for today. So guys, we'll talk again, and yes, I'll look into that, the Greek god thing. We'll see what it's all about, and I'll ask as well about the termite. Now that the question is being asked twice, if I get the chance, I'll ask. Guys, my people, there's so many things. I've got so many lists that they need to come back to me with that list, and they're like just putting it in the background. Like these people, they're dealing with serious stuff with me now. So some things really, and all those kind of things. And that's just that. Yeah, that's my people now. That's me there. So guys, that was nice to get to talk to you, and we'll talk again about these things. Remember, on Tuesday we are sharing so that we understand each other. Not only each other, we understand ourselves and our ancestors, and we're trying to see what we can do. Remember, if you're self-initiating, guys, sometimes you wouldn't realize that you're self-initiating, but if your people are there showing you things like that, they're taking you there. Sometimes they're not going to tell you that they're self-initiating you. Remember that, because some people, your people don't talk to you, so you don't actually know that they've started already. But they've started because with a lot of dreams that you guys are sharing here, you're on the journey. You're on the journey, so do not doubt yourself. Because by doubting ourselves, that's because sometimes we believe that someone has to be telling us to do this and that. But it's not like that. You're capable of doing things yourselves. Remember that. You're very capable. If your people believe you can do it, you can do it. Remember always to do that. Go back to them if you don't understand. Tell them how you understand things. And if they are wrong, they think you're wrong, they will correct you. If they think you're on the path, they will show you something. Sometimes they don't. Correction, it means they just move on to the next dream. They just see that, oh, you're okay. They don't need to come and say you're okay. They just have to bring you another dream. You understand? So it's not like like what you're expecting. Like you just told them, my dream means this, my people. Does that mean that you want them to come with the dream saying yes? You see Gogo sitting down there and saying yes. We mean that. It just means that now they will go move on to the next dream. Remember that bit. But if they think you didn't get it right, you might see now them bringing something, taking you back. Like, look at it again. You understand? Remember that bit. Remember that bit. You can do this. You can do this. Remember, you can do it. You can do it. And if they start sending you to people, you need to go to people, to give people messages. Sometimes they will send you, they will start you because they can see that you're nervous, too nervous. They will send you to family members to start you. And remember as well with these family members, sometimes they use family members to trigger us, to make sure that we get really upset so we can deal with situations. Remember that when you start being triggered by a family member, you need to start seeing what it is that they're bringing out to you. Don't just say, that one, my cousin has really upset me, I do not want to deal with her. I do not, my brother, that one, I do not even want to talk to him for a long time. You need to start thinking like a healer. Someone has triggered you. What kind of emotions, thinking, what are you thinking about? It's probably not what they said, but they brought out something that brought out something else that was you're not dealing with. But because your people want you to deal with that, so that you can become a good healer, you can be able to work with other people. Remember, as healers, we need to adapt to situations. So they'll keep on shifting us to things that we know. Our habits, they need to change now, because now we're going to be dealing with different kind of people, with different kind of habits. So for us to deal with those people, we'll be triggered a lot, guys. There will be things that, there will be shifts happening to you. So you need to always look at that. What is that person bringing out to you? Don't just get upset and angry. You need to try. Sometimes we need to even be thankful for those people who are triggering us, because they are bringing out something that we need to heal. Remember that. Okay, that's how I look at people. Because every trigger for me, it brings out something that hasn't been healed, hasn't been dealt with properly. So I have to think about it, deal with it, no matter how painful it is. You deal with it so that you can become a good healer. Remember that. A healer needs to do it to be healed, so that they can heal others. Because what kind of vessel are you? A head vessel trying to get more information from your people to heal someone else whose head. A head person cannot heal a head person. Only a healed person will be able to help heal the next person who needs healing. Remember that. So remember, when your people are taking you to those places, as much as uncomfortable as they are, remember that it's for your own good. It's for your good. They are healing you. And if I was you, if you can do this, if you can get it, as healers, try and understand a lot about, well, depending on what your people are showing you. Because like I'm saying, mine, I think my healing is going towards that bit, the psychoanalyzing, the psychology kind of things. Remember, as healers, we're doing those things. You need to understand, try and understand about people, how people are like, how people's behaviors, the modern way of things, so that you can understand it yourself as well. Because that's where they're taking us. But now, since we've got all this, we can access those things. Try and understand people like that, so you understand yourself. So you'll be able to give someone what? Therapy. You can be a therapist who understand what they're using. Remember, your people can show you the kind of anyway, this one I think I've talked about it before. What you're going to be dealing with. Not only are you going to be using herbs, not only are you going to be throwing bones, what are you throwing the bones for? When you're throwing out those bones, what are you going to be helping someone with? Remember, you're dealing with body, mind, and what? The soul. So as healers, we need to think about those bits, so that we understand people. We understand ourselves, I guess. So we understand other people. I think that's all I wanted to talk to you about. So we'll talk again, guys. Hey. And guys, I think sometimes I talk fast. Tobela Mumele Dauwe Ewela Makosi Tamadu Da Arkhanyeng, and I'm sending you lights, guys, and I'm receiving it back, and I'm forcing it out of you, and I'm giving it to you. You need it. I'm taking it back. How about it?